Guys, the Chickens here, bringing you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, I was pushing up some warships this morning. My plan was to just kind of push and see where we kind of leveled off and make a video from there. But I actually had some pretty interesting tech tree decisions to make. So I felt like making a video on that might be more helpful for you guys and kind of more interesting in general. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I just faced this guy. Watch this replay. This was funny. I'm almost at rank 18. Well, I'm at like the first bit of 17, but this guy's got 2 engine rooms and I got 4, and I'm getting matched up against him. Like an easy win for Chicken, but kind of interesting matchmaking. So here's my new base layout. I stole it from Shish Kebabber, so shout out to him, and I'm going to show this in a second. But what I want to talk about today was I maxed out the sniper tower, and I had a few decisions to make with my 2 chests that I got this morning. So let's just kind of briefly go over where we're at in the tech tree. Some of the upgrades that we've made, in case you guys are wondering about that. But all this initial stuff, you got to max it out. You got to upgrade it at some point. Warriors are kind of hit and miss. They're more for the beginning of the tech tree, but they also come in a little bit later with like bombardiers. Like the thing about this season is there's a ton of different metas, and it's, you know, I love that about it. It's really interesting, and we'll dive into that in a sec too. But you can use riflemen as well. Warriors, riflemen, heavies. Heavies you're going to probably need to max. Warriors or rifles, it's up to your discretion what you prefer to use. All the little defenses, you need them. You need flamethrowers. You need your splash defenses early on. You need your single target a little bit later when heavies and rocket choppers come into the mix. And rocket choppers are shown to be pretty deadly as well. Maxing out mines is important. I skipped this node just because I really needed the keys. The keys are the most valuable resource in warships, obviously. So smokes got unlocked. I didn't feel like I needed to upgrade them. Having level 1 of smokes is kind of nice because you don't need a ton of coverage. It's not like smoking all Zuko operations where you need that like full 10 seconds or whatever. The statue, like whenever I refer to ice or magma, it just means the building health and the troop damage nodes. So those are obviously always important to max out. Shock bombs you're going to need, so I'm going to have to upgrade those eventually. Shock mines I still need to work towards. I kind of rushed getting to the 4th engine because I thought like that would help me out, and it has quite a bit. So I think rushing to the 4th engine isn't a terrible idea. But if you do, just, you know, make sure that you either have enough keys to get like at least a couple upgrades close to max or unlocked, or you're prepared to just grind it out for a day or two to work up some chests without making that much progress, because it is kind of tricky if you don't have some troops maxed, like rocket choppers, or I assume you have heavies, or some of your defenses or your base is really weak. It's going to hurt you. So shock bombs are what I'm working towards next. Rocket choppers, like we said, like we just touched on, they are very good. You can use them with heavies. The thing about using rocket choppers is when you use them with heavies, you have to use battle orders at the same time that you're flaring them, or the rocket choppers are just going to fly in front of your heavies and just get killed by everything because they really don't have that much health. So you want to make sure that you're doing that when you're using them. You can use all rocket choppers. It depends on the base if you can get away with it, but not on every base, especially as you rank up a little bit more. Bombardiers are pretty huge at 4 engines. I would say in general, as you go to 4 engines, make sure you have enough keys for the bombers as well. It's only 28 keys. It's not a massive upgrade. And they're not super expensive to max out either, so definitely worth doing, because most 4-engine bases, especially early on, you can honestly just take most of them down with like a couple loads of heavies and bombardiers. Like the bombardiers aren't going to lose. It just comes down to a base race at that point once you start using them. So, and where I'm going next is I got to finish some other stuff here. So I got to get shock mines. That's going to be key. And I got to I had to go back and get sniper towers today, so that kind of held us back a little bit. I'll probably grab a couple more sniper towers just because they're really good for rocket choppers, and I'll grab a boom cannon here for heavies and rocket choppers, and I'll get the shock mines here probably before I progress too much further. Grab prototype. The rest of the stuff is going to be good. I'm probably going to go bang, bang, bang on my next few, and then we'll grab both these statues and work our way towards shock launchers and the 5th engine. I feel like it's going to be a while before we go to 5 engines. Now, if you look on the global leaderboard, some guys are already have 2 max shock launchers, which seems kind of crazy, but they've also got to rank 25, so I mean they're getting a lot more chests as well. So yeah, so let's get into some live attacks, guys, and I'm not sure what we're going to be using. But let's just kind of figure that out as we go. So yeah, basically my decision this morning, what I was originally talking about was sniper towers versus shock mines and bombardiers. Now, they all would have helped. They all would have helped. But I got I got 4 sniper towers maxed out. So I felt like that was better than the shock mines and the bombers because my offense isn't really lacking too much at the moment. The shock mines aren't going to be that expensive to unlock. If we can push up a rank or 2, we'll get them today still. But yeah, I felt like I had to go back and get the snipers just to kind of level out my base and make it a little more. I wanted to set it up so it's a little more like anti-rocket chopper, because that's what I was getting crushed with. And the same with bombers. You see, that's why we have the mines spaced out here. It's for bombers when they spread out around the base, because most people don't have artillery at my rank yet that I'm facing, so they can't really deal with those mines other than walking through them. And 3 mines should take out a few bombers, so that's the idea there. And then you see we got the boom cannons spread out on the areas where the rocket choppers tend to go. We've got sniper towers throughout to go against the bombers and the rocket choppers, and everything else is just kind of well spread out. So that's the plan. I haven't used it yet, so let's see how this goes. And yeah, so we're either going to be using all heavies or heavies and some rockets, depending on what the base looks like. This one actually looks pretty friendly to use some rockets, so let's throw some in the mix. And I'll show you guys exactly how we do it here. Now, this is going to be tricky because he's got shock mines, but we're going to just try our best to avoid those. So I throw out the heavies, I throw out the rockets, we get a battle orders going, and then we just fly right on over to that first engine. Now, it looks like we are going to hit a couple, but as long as there's not really any single target over here either, so that's fine. Okay, so now we're going to move, and we're going to use battle orders, get the heavies out in front. And then when we go to the next engine, the rockets should just fly right over top. Around the back, and nothing should really hit them. So we're going to go straight over to that next engine now. We only need 1 more GBE for the next battle orders. So I'm not too concerned about this, because it looks like the rockets are in pretty good shape. And you see the heavies, they're going to go around the long way, which is going to be perfect because they're going to be in good position for when we do this move here. And you see I'm not going to shock the stuff in front. I'm going to shock in behind that cannon because it's going to, well, the heavies got shocked there, so it didn't really matter. Come on, rockets. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, 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 no. Oh my god, dude. Are we going to finish this? Come on, heavies. Spit on it. Boom. There we go. 2 minutes and 49 seconds. So that got kind of greasy towards the end. I got the shock after. But, whew, that was close. But yeah, the rocket choppers, they're great when they work. But you got to be really careful with them, as we saw at the very end there. This guy's going bombers. So we'll see if our mine placement is actually going to work. But yeah, I think Shishk was saying that his base is getting beat by bombers around the 2 minute and 20 second mark. So that's the whole idea there. And it works. It works, guys. So yeah, we're gonna keep going with this. We're gonna try to push up. We'll do one more attack here. We'll see how the I almost cut off the chicken base. Ooh, Shishk would have been mad. No, he probably wouldn't have cared. But either way. Okay, let's go. Now this guy's got a lot more boom cannons. So let's try. Oh man, I'm not really sure. We could do is, I think I'll go around the left. And I'm going to delay the rockets just a second. And I'm actually going to just flare them straight onto this boom cannon. I might have to shock them. Okay, that's going to hit most of the heavies. Now, the thing about the rocket choppers is they also have pretty good range. So if there is a lot of defenses or they're clustered or whatever, they should stay in pretty decent range. Okay, so I wanted to take down those boom cannons. Okay, there we go. Now let's go battle orders over here. This is where we're going to make our time right now. We started off a little bit slow. Okay, let's go battle orders again. Run, heavies, run. Now we can also just smoke the choppers past these boom cannons right there. Now we just got to be careful here because the rockets are now exposed. Oh man, we're not going to get it. Oof. Come on, we need this last one. Come on, heavies, come on, come on, come on. Okay. It's tough, man, it's tough. It's tough because they don't have any health. Wow, how did we... What happened there? Oh, he went all rockets. Wow, interesting. Yeah, so it's just, you know, all rockets, it can work, but I've got all my defenses maxed out, so it's not gonna fly, pun intended, against this. So another good reason to have the sniper towers right there. But yeah, man, hopefully we can push up to rank 18 and beyond with this setup. I hope that helped you guys out on your tech tree or your base defense. Again, big shout out to my man Shishka Bobber, the guy with the brains, coming up with the defense layout. But it's really good, and it's been working so far, and it seems to be a good kind of anti-meta to everything. You know, we're seeing warriors, we're seeing rifles, we're seeing heavies. Basically, every troop is being used, which is really cool. So once you get into Season 7 a little bit, it does seem like it has been a lot of fun, and it's been really good so far. So let me know what you think of that down below in the comment section, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one, guys. Check it out.